YouTube, is Electric Adventures here with another package video. It's from Japan in two parts of unwrapped items mostly, just to save a bit of time. And of course the first thing I pull out's got another layer over the top of it, so I'll have to deal with that. Now, recently, these have come sea freight, so it's actually probably, you know, up to 7 weeks ago, I think it was. There were a number of MSX items appeared on one of the auction sites. So there is another lot coming other than this lot, so they came in several things, and the very first one I pulled out is actually a box upgrade. So this is one that I have loose, and now I'll have a complete copy, and it's RetroUnlim. I haven't actually seen the box to this one before. The art is similar to the actual cartridge. I've always got these stickers on the back of it. They come off fairly easily as long as you remove them straight away. Now it's a little sun faded, most likely on the spine there. It wasn't very expensive, so it's a racing game. Not that many racing games on the MSX. Just going to put the whole package down. I'm going to drop things. So I open it up, so we have a little bit of, it's not damp, it's had a little damp or something in it. It's not crinkled or anything like that, it's just got the spots on it. So the manual's fairly simple. The cartridge is in excellent condition though. No wear on that. So same art as the front. So I have a loose cartridge of that, so that's up for trade. But very nice to get a box upgrade, even if it's got, you know, a bit of a faded spine. I'm not that fussed on MSX titles because they are so hard to come by, and I'll take any opportunity to get new titles. Okay, now this is a title that I don't know the name of. I'm going to have to flash it up. Really should make myself a list when I do these, shouldn't I? But anyway, we have quite an interesting cover. It looks like a sort of a platform game, and it's for MSX2, which I didn't realise. Here's some screenshots. Can't tell whether this one's faded or not, but the colour is consistent all over it. So it looks like we've got an interesting platform type of game. Okay, and it's a cartridge. So oh, here we go. It's Woody Poco. There we go. We don't have to look it up. There's something to do with a pig, and sorry about that, got completely interrupted. So we're looking at the inside of Woody Poco. It actually seems to be complete. There's so it might be a bit of an adventure game as well, or a game where you've got to explore around, because there's a map. So that looks a little faded out in the thing. We have the registration card. Looks like it's filled up with some of the details there. And the manual, which has, oops, oh, there's two things. Sorry, so this is maybe a, okay, there's like little character sheets actually. Interesting. Maybe this one might be a bit of a challenge to play. We'll have to see how we go. But lots of detailed instructions, some character drawings, and this is, oh, it's very thick cardboard on the outside. So that's an interesting one. Never heard of that one at all before. Right, and our next one. I won't try and take that sticker off. Okay, so the next one is a boxing title. It's for MSX2 again, so interesting, most of these titles. Now at the same time they were auctioned, there was an actual MSX2 computer auction. I didn't bid for it because dreadfully expensive to ship over. It didn't go for a too bad price, you know, reasonably affordable, so it is possible to get yourself an MSX machine. Did I show the back? So there's the back. Might look alright. I mean, MSX1's a bit limited for doing something like a boxing game. Right, so it's a standard boring Sony cartridge. They all look like this, except for the really early ones. They had a slightly different style, and the name is all still in kanji there, so we're not going to get our title there. So it's a boxing game, so we'll see how we go at that. I'll undoubtedly not be very good at that game, but we can always live to hope and see how I go. Now next we have, and this is an MSX2 and 2 Plus game, so maybe it has enhanced music for 2 Pluses, and it's Dragon Slayer, The Legend of Heroes. Now once again, fantasy role-playing game. Probably will need to play a translated version if I want to play it, but the reason why I get these is I do actually love RPGs. There are quite a lot of translated versions that are being worked on by the MSX community, so I will eventually be able to play it. And the art's fantastic, and plus this actually weighs heaps. It's in a lovely, open this up so you can see, so a lovely hard case. We've got lots of things in here. We have the registration card, looks like a Falcon catalogue. Side 2. They've got different, I mean, a bit hard to tell which systems they're for. Now we seem to have another sealed Falcon catalogue of some sort, so I'm holding that upside down. You can see the Wise game, Wondrous from Wise, Years game there. I've got that one, so that's good. There we go, Dragon Slayer Monster Manual, all in lovely colour. Look at this. So this is why you get collect the RPGs. The quality of this stuff, and the really great thing is the RPGs usually go for very little money, especially the disc-based ones, because not everybody, all of the people out there who have an MSX system, not all of them have disc drives. So here's the manual, and look at that, all in really good condition. Some lovely manga art there. Nice world map. Once again, worth it just for the materials that came with it. So I won't flip through the whole manual. And it's a disc-based game, and it must be huge, because we have 5 discs, and they look in really good condition. And I said it supports MSX2. The disc drive in my MSX 2 Plus doesn't work properly, needs a new belt. But what I can do is put the floppy disk images onto my flash card and run them, or the more likely, better it would be to see if there's a translated version. But that's an excellent addition to my MSX RPG collection, so very happy to get that one. I'm not 100% sure that I think there may be more Dragon Slayer games, I'm not sure. So most of the other RPG games have multiple editions. And speaking of that, here's another RPG, and this one there are definitely multiple editions. Of course, this is Crimson 3, and by the way, huge box. Way bigger, just a comparison. So, okay. Oh, it's deeper. There we go. Deeper. That's why it looks so much bigger. So a sticker right over a nice picture there. Easier to get it off this type of box. But really nice artwork in this, and once again, MSX2 and 2 Plus title. Looks like there's another outer box that you potentially could get too, although it does, yeah, interesting. But I love that artwork on the front. Right, inside we have another case and a manual. So this is probably a disc wallet. Yep, it is indeed. So we get a hard disc wallet. Right, A, B, C. Right. So they're all different colours. So That's the disc, or a 3-disc game, and a double-sided. So do remember there's a 720k disc. So excellent. Put them back in the disc wallet. This all looks in really good condition, like it's pretty much brand new. No other bits and... oh, here we go. We've got the registration card. No other maps and things. But there's the wonderful cover artwork. And inside the menu we just have controls. Yeah, looks like, I mean, sometimes these ones that are more, you know, first-person combat based, you can nut out. Yeah, we've got an overworld view, and you know, a bit of trial and error and a bit of a kanji table. Might be able to work it out. And once again, may also be a translated version. So we'll, I mean, obviously the RPGs we'll be able to have a quick go of and see what they're like, and see what the music's like and the music's like. I won't be able to show much of the gameplay. Right now, so one more MSX title, and this isn't a game, it's actually an art studio. So we've got another title by Casio. So we're collecting these Casio ones. It looks like it's a bit of an art program. I actually wrote an art program for the MSX called Video Graffiti. So it'll be interesting to see what this one's like. It's for the MSX1. So you do have colour limitations and things, but a fun thing to have a play with. Let's see what it's like inside. I mean, a little bit of a ratty top there. Cartridge doesn't come out of the box. So there we go, got it out. So unless you notice the graphic soft bit there, you would be none the wiser. Well, I suppose there's a robot hand holding a brush, so there we go. Well, that all looks in really good condition. We'll have to see whether we can work it out. And it actually does have quite a thick manual. It's all in black and white though. And I'm sure it was Casio that actually came out with the mouse. They list a graphics tablet, but they don't show a mouse in the picture there. I can always try it. I'll get my mouse out and we have a look at this and we'll see whether it works. So definitely some excellent items for the MSX collection in this lot. Just a couple more things that came with it. I haven't had a Game Boy game for a while, and got this pretty cheap, and it's actually Quicks for the Game Boy. I actually quite like Quicks, the arcade game, although I haven't played it for a while. Be interesting to see how well the Game Boy does with its obviously lower resolution. Play it in the Game Boy Player, of course, but this is in really good condition and looks complete. So inside we have the cartridge in its case, and behind we have the manual. So I'll be able to put that on the Game Boy player and capture some footage and we can see what it's like. Now switching systems again, once again these are all fairly cheap ones, so I actually, this shows how far this goes back. I actually won this bid before I sent the PAL version of this Saturn game to Tutti UK. Now the cover, it did say sun faded, and I was actually expecting it to be worse than this, so I'm quite happy with this. So this is one reason why I was because I've decided I don't need doubles of a game across different formats, so I do need to let go of my Saturn PAL titles at some stage. So I'm not going to keep copies on both. Same as the Mega Drive, I'll keep the Japanese ones and get rid of the PAL ones. I'll probably have a hard time letting go of my PAL Truxton, but I'll work it out in the end. So this is Darius 2. I possibly have done a gameplay video a couple of years ago because I've had this game for a while, but I will give this one a quick go. It's actually quite a good version of Darius 2 because it's like the arcade game, and then the original arcade had more than one screen. So using the top buttons on the Saturn controller, you can change the aspect ratio or have it scrolling, and it plays quite well. It's a good version of the Darius games if you're a fan of the Darius series. So we'll give that another quick go. And my first PC Engine game for ages, and it's just one of those ones in the shoot 'em up collection that I wanted a copy of and wasn't too fussed. I got this fairly cheap. It does have a little crack in the cover there, but I might be able to swap that for one of the non-shoot 'em ups, and it's Space Invaders. I'm sure it's not going to be anything special. The back of the case has a couple of marks on it, but that's okay. I've had a PC Engine game for ages. So there's the hue card. We've got the cover. And as you can see, the back of the manual there's just got a couple of creases in it. But that'll do, I'm not that fussed. So, alright, we've got a few games to have a look at. We shall, yeah, go and check them out. It's the best way to have a look at them. Right, so let's get started with Quicks on the Game Boy and playing on my Super Game Boy. Always quite impressed by the music that is output by Game Boy games. Okay, so you normally have to push a button to draw, a slow draw. Slow draw, we get points. So it is, I mean, the Quicks isn't moving blindingly fast or anything. What it is, I'm trying to make a little compartment that I can trap the Quicks in. You've got to watch out for the spark coming up and chasing us down there. Uh-oh. And you can't be caught in an open line. We die like that. It takes you back to your nearest safe point. Come on, Silly Quicks, go in and... Oh, so tempting. There we go. And the more percentage you can capture, so I got 93% covered, the bigger your bonus. That's actually not a bad score. I died once. So there's nothing wrong with this version of the game. Just got to be careful where the Quicks is. Be mindful of it. So it's not a good idea to and those sparks will come and get you. And every time that timer goes down, you get new sparks. I thought I could quickly nip down there. Sometimes it's better to use quick draw, isn't it? Whoops, God. Didn't really mean to go around on a hook like that. Now we need to entice him. I'm not sure we're going to get away with such a lucky thing as we did before. But as you can see, simple little game, and I've got them drawn into it already. I think so. Ah, and then Spark got me. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Oh, well, anyway, game over. So, excellent little game for the Game Boy. Wasn't expecting it to be that good, so an excellent addition to the collection and complete. You don't Game Boy games, I'm happy to just stick them in my collector folder. So getting a complete one is an unusual one. So, alright, let's try the next title. Right, so next we have Darius 2 on the Saturn. As my dog's probably bark. The next one over. Now what you can do, you can change, so this is full with No. So the original arcade game had two screens. And I think in an LCD, that stuff you can see down the bottom is coming up in the LCD display above the two screens or something. I've never actually seen the cabinet in the flesh. So at the moment we're zoomed all the way out, and it looks quite nice on this TV. Playing on the CRT. Just got to be careful on this section. I don't want to lose too much on the shield. Can't do anything about the fireballs. Now we've got our first. Oops. Fish lines at you. I have played this a few times before, so shield hitting in. That's why it's so good getting the shield power-ups. And using all of your weapons. There we go. Great much to get these. Okay, here's our first. Oh, some shield there. Battleship. And what you can do. Oops, I was looking at the buttons. You know, we can zoom in like that, which I don't like. Much prefer to do it out there. As I said, the original arcade game was two things. What I did, I shot the little ship thing that comes out there, and that explodes and causes damage to the main ship. Then you get to select your zones. I haven't gone to B, C for a while. I'll just give you a quick look at the next level. As I said, I really do like the Darius series of games. No barrels whatsoever. Oh! Got that, didn't I? Let's put the shield back now. You quite literally cannot survive in this game without some form of shield. And I'm done. Yeah, I really do like playing Darius 2. And the Darius games in general. This is my favourite version of Darius 2, although I was pleasantly surprised recently when I got the Mega Drive version and how good that was. So, but anyway, very good. And this same game on the Master System is Sega too, for those that are interested. Alright, let's try our next game. Right, we'll do a quick game of Hyper Rally. I have shown it before, but I can't remember how long ago. So we'll just have a quick game to show you. See what it looks like. It's an excellent game by Konami. If I can use the right button. Yeah, how do I change gears? I've got to press second button. There you've so you know, fairly simple graphics. You've got to try and get past as many cars as you can in each stage, and you've got a certain amount of time to reach the goal. You know, similar formula to other games around the same era, and the graphics are fairly simplistic, but they, you know, they work quite well. I mean, they've used a few different sprites to scale the cars as they come towards you. Whoops. Didn't need to touch him then. We're halfway. As I said, I'll just do one section and see how we go. And it's a hyper rally because you go through, there are quite different distinct stages you go through. If you mess up that gear change, you've got to get up to a certain amount of revs or it won't let you go up the gear. Obviously our fuel's going down all the time and that's really our limiter. We are almost at the goal. Fuel's looking pretty low though. I haven't played it for a little while, so I think it's showing. Almost there. Oof, disqualified. Yeah, so I think you've got to pass a certain number of cars to get to each stage. But anyway, quick look at that one because I've shown it before. So let's move on to the next game. Here we go with Woody Poco. Very dirty cartridge, by the way. Took a while to clean up. So this is one where I think we might be pushing it. And sorry, my kids are having lots of fun outside by the sounds of it. What can I do? No. So I take it I need to avoid everything. Well, at least we don't die straight away. Or I can go in the house. And I'm dead already. Okay, so obviously we need to head out in the world, getting past the nasty wolves and not run into them all the time like I'm doing. Just wondering whether we can play it with the keyboard. Good. I'll have one more go. Oh, and look. No space. How do we get out of there? Oh dear. Can't get out of the menu. No, okay. Return. Crikey, that was overly complicated, wasn't it? Oh, anyway, so it looks like there's more to this game than, oh god, than first looks. Run through the puddles, just slows you down a lot. Oh, okay. So we're in the dungeon now, and I said it did show quite an extensive map. So you never know, might be able to work this game out and have a better game of it later. Perhaps with the sound turned down though. That music, although okay, would get on my nerves after a little while. So, interesting little game. Never heard of it before, but it's always good to see new experiences on the MSX. Let's try the next game. Next, we have our boxing game. Looks like there's quite a few modes. We better go for training. Name, we're going to do our name. Okay. Give a password. Player versus George. Okay. Quite good graphics. Let me progress. Or are we stuck here while it plays the tune? Oh, hang on. So we can change various things. Yeah, okay, we need to select something based on the things. I've probably selected the wrong things now. So I'm the red guy. Okay, so your character changes to face. I'll take it the second button for guarding. I don't believe I actually managed to knock him down then. Oh, so somebody threw an E into there. That maybe that's a. Can I get up? Or do I get knocked out? Oh, next round. Okay. And this is our recovery. Okay. This actually looks like quite a well thought out boxing game. Oh, he got me straight away because I hadn't recovered very much. I don't think you can do much. Yeah, I'm out. This actually looks quite good. Obviously need to figure out the ins and outs, but I could actually it's got some nice effects in it. Just shows you that, you know, little leap from MSX 1 to 2, how much more the system can do. And it's only an 8-bit system, and you know, these graphics are, you know, getting close to what the Atari ST and Amiga can do in some circumstances. So yeah, quite an impressive game. Let's try the next one. Right, here we go with Crimson 3. Use keyboard, I think. Okay, now first hurdle. Okay, these are the characters on the disc, so let's obviously load a character or do a new game. Oh, what the heck, let's go for the big character. I've turned the right protect off for the time being on this game. Right. Insert next disc, I take it. None of these games seem to support 2 disc drivers, by the way. Now, obviously we are disc based, so we're going to have some loading times. Okay. So we have the usual, you know, world map thing. We've got a level 40 character, so surely we can survive a bit of battering. There's a few people lying around the place. Let's go out into the world. So that was inside a town. So very much like the Ultima series and the Years games. So here's our overworld. We'll just wander around until we get attacked by something. Little castle thing there. And you can see nothing fancy with the scrolling or anything like that done in the overworld map, but gets the job done. Dungeon or something. Desert. See if we can find something interesting. But these games I do want to see if I can, there we go, start from the first one and play them through. But I'm going to have to do, you know, try and get translated ones. Command. Yeah. And there.
sorry. Well, at least I killed him in the encounter. Yeah, translated versions definitely apply for these ones, but you know, turn-based RPG strategy game, and works really well. Now, I couldn't get the Dragon Slayer one to load, unfortunately, so I'll try and get a translated version or one working off my flash card and do a demo of that one at a later stage. But it's just, obviously that one was in the best condition as far as the packaging was concerned, so not a loss at all. So, okay, hope you've enjoyed these MSX gameplays. A couple of issues there with some things that wouldn't load, but we'll always get that with old stuff. I'll get them working eventually. Hope you've enjoyed these pickups and gameplays. Thanks to all my subscribers, and I'll catch you later.